Other people get flowers, I get a fridge full of food. And I can't trade it for anything more, anything else. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ken. David's at work, so I'm here alone. Come, if you haven't grabbed anything to eat, please grab your cup of tea. We talk about something that I really feel like it's important to talk about. My husband works Monday to Monday, and I want to tell you the things I've learned from living with this man, busy man, for the whole year. We are celebrating 1 year, by the way. 1 year together. So stay tuned. Grab a cup of tea. Let me grab mine and we talk about what I've learned staying and living and being married to a man that works Monday to Monday. So how does my husband work? He works 2 jobs. He's having his permanent job, and also he's having part-time jobs on weekend. So most times he's working in the state. Like for example, sometimes he works here in Arizona for the whole week, but sometimes you find there are some months where you find he goes like on Sunday night, he comes back on Friday night, and on Saturday and Sunday he goes for the part-time job, and that's his Monday to Monday, January to December. No time off, nothing. But what have I learned being married to such a person? 1, love is shown in more actions than words. Yes, this is the guy that every time he's taking a flight, before going anywhere, he makes sure all the cars are running well. He makes sure there's gas. He makes sure there's some money on my account. He makes sure that there's food, most especially African food. He makes sure everything is in order. So his action, I don't know how he balances them. I don't know. He would tell us maybe one time. But I'm so grateful that every time he's taking a step, going anywhere, every time he's planning a trip, he leaves everything in order, like 100%. Another one is I've learned to appreciate the so-called rest. Rest for us, for both of us, is privilege, not guaranteed. So when it is time, when he's at home, I make sure that I give him enough time to rest enough. So even if it is only 7 hours for the whole day, I make sure at least 6 of them he's resting, and he has rested well, and there's nothing that will make him go crazy. So every time he comes from work, I just give him that time. After his dinner, I just give him that time to rest and relax. The third one is being present is so different. You know, other people, when you know that your husband comes every day and weekend is not working, you have, those, saying that, I don't know how I can say it, like his presence can be, you take it for granted when someone is present. But to me, every time he's at home, it is such a different moment for both of us. This is a time when we talk. This is a time when we put down our phones. This is the time when we cook together. This is the time when we go for a dinner. This is the time we rest, we watch a movie. So majority of the people, for example, my followers on TikTok, they may think that maybe I go extra, or I put a lot of energy to prepare the meals, to decorate, to put candle lighting in the evening, because I treasure the time I'm with this man, because he's not always at home. So every time I get a chance to be with him around, I will go crazy. I will move the earth to make sure that he feels relaxed. Another thing I've learned is to be emotionally independent. Many times when you get married, you rely a lot on your husband, on your spouse. But personally, I've learned to be emotionally independent. I know sometimes I feel overwhelmed and I want him around. I don't want him to go, or I'm not feeling well. I feel like, oh, I should be here. But majority of the time, I pull up myself and say, you know what, this is the kind of work he's doing. He's going to work for us, for me and him and our family. So emotionally independent. It's very healthy. That's why many times I can be in my own house, do my own things, enjoy my time, enjoy my movies without having loneliness or breakdown. Another one is that teamwork is not always 50-50. I know very many couples in America, it is 50-50. You bring 50, your husband brings 50. But to us, since we got married, even before we got married, we talked about it, and my husband was like, he's giving 100. So whatever percentage I bring, whether I bring 10 or 15 or whatever, it will be 110 or 150. But for him, it's 100% to his family. So teamwork is not always 50-50. And when we talk about teamwork, to me, it's not all about money or who's bringing the money in or whatever. Because even us who stays at home, we give all we can. You make sure the house is clean, you make sure the food is on the table, you make sure the environment is conducive every time you come from work. By the time you come, we are actually also exhausted. But to me, when it comes to finances, it is 100%. He's the one who provides 100%, and I'm a student. Another one which I've learned from him is the moments matters more than anything. The moments, for example, like when he comes home and have dinner, that moment we are together, it's so important than anything else. I will go extra mile to do a lot to make sure that we create moment, I create a good environment. And I think I've learned from him is hard work. Oh my goodness, I don't know how many times I've told him about this, but he has taught me how to be hardworking personally. He inspires me to work harder. His way of working inspires me to work hard in the things I do every day. For example, at school, I work extremely hard. Yes, those are the things I've learned from my husband. And I know very many of us, we are stay-at-home wives. So if you are here and you're like me, please let us appreciate the work that they do, that our husbands do, and tell them, acknowledge to them that we appreciate you. I always tell my husband many times, I really appreciate you. I tell him the words of affirmation, though I know for him it is quality time that matters, but I give him the words of affirmation to explain to him, like, you know what, you are perfect. Whatever you're doing, you are really perfect. You're trying all you can, and I see you and I appreciate you. So if you see this, my baby, my husband, I love you so much. Thank you so much for giving all for your family, and I appreciate you for being a hardworking and never complaining husband that goes extra and extra miles to provide for your family. So I appreciate you, and I want to say, as we're celebrating 1 year in marriage, thank you for loving this lady. Thank you for taking care of me 100%. Thank you for loving my family. Thank you for loving my friends. Thank you for showing up anytime I need your presence. And as we're setting a new year together, I pray to be a fruitful year. It will be a year of accomplishment, a year of new doors opening up. And I want to say I love you. Bye bye.